Good evening, guys, or good day, or good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Here is the part of the Jincor team. We're glad to greet you from Moscow, Russia. Right now it's about 10 p.m. and we're starting our webinar where we will answer your questions, any questions you might have on our about our platform, about our product that we're doing. Let me introduce to you our CEO, Vlad Kirichenko. He is
Hello,
here.
everyone. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Happy you're with us.
And my name is George. I'm an international ambassador at Jincor, and I will be glad to answer your questions as well. So let us start with the main thing, the main piece of news that we wanted to say to you. Yesterday, it was almost 24 hours ago. We have reached our goal and closed our pre-ICO. So we have gathered about 1,207 Ethereum. We have reached our goal. And I think Vlad wanted to say something to you investors.
Yes, I would like to personally thank each and every one of you people who contributed to Jincor and placed your trust in our project, in our team. And I just wanted to say that you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, we will continue to do our utmost, even though we're a little bit tired. You can see our faces right now. But nevertheless, we are ready to continue our work and do it as good as we can, to do our best.
As usual, as always.
As usual, as always. So actually, let me also thank our investors from all over the world. Let me share just my little my impressions. There were more than 150 investors from all over the world.
Something like that.
Yeah. About 80% or even more were from Europe, from all over the world except Russia, and only about from 10 up to 20% were investors from Russia and CIS countries. Am I right?
Yes, that's true. And I was personally really impressed how our simple idea of simple blockchain technologies is spreading across the world and reaching to people, finding its supporters. That's really amazing, and thank you guys for your support.
Yeah, if you count it in US dollars, it is the sum of about $450,000, by the way. So we have not only reached our goal in Ethereum, but also we have some kind of surplus that will help us to do our job even better. So thanks to Ethereum, yeah, we can continue our work and start a decent marketing campaign all over the world, which includes also the roadshow. This is the presentation of our product, not only in Russia, which we already have covered, but in Europe, hopefully in China, even Australia, Japan, Korea, and some other countries that we want to cover. So we will announce all our presentations, all our events all over the world in our chats, in our Facebook account, everywhere. So stay tuned, and maybe you will attend an event in your own country, in your own city, and we'll have an opportunity. We both will have an opportunity to speak with each other, to answer your questions in private, and to have a little chit chat and even spend a little time together. And you can ask all your questions not only now but also in person.
You also didn't say it, but I think that matters the most. This money we just collected, this money that our supporters, our contributors gave us, they're mostly going to be used for finalizing our product and pushing it into a open beta stage so that all of you people might see it, might even use it and see what we were working about, what we were working on.
Yes, exactly. I just might remind you the fact that we already have our product in beta and in private beta per se.
Yes.
And this autumn, you will be able to access this beta. This will be an open beta for everyone who can already see what we have done, to see and to use the beta, to also give us their feedback. And as Vlad has already told, yeah, we will develop, not only do the marketing stuff, not only do the legal support of our product on this pre-ICO money, but also do the development of the product, because the devs, yeah, they cost money, of course, you understand
Well,
it.
we're not forgetting about the product during our ICO campaign. Well, speaking of which, I think that all this ICO campaign, all this marketing is well, it's just letting people know what we're doing, letting them know the idea that lies behind Jincor, and letting them know the team that does it. I think that's the most important part.
Exactly. Many people, by the way, still keep us asking about when exactly and where Jincor was found. I think that Vlad can share some info about it, about when the company was established, when was the idea born, and what exactly was the main thing. Why did you actually develop this product and concentrated all your efforts on developing Jincor platform? Because per se, I know that Vlad and another co-founder, Vagan, already had a very big business experience, and they concentrated their efforts on Jincor. Why and when?
Well, the basic idea, the first concept of Jincor was developed, was created by me and my partner Vagan, as you mentioned him, in January 2016. But back then it wasn't about all those features we talk about a lot now. It was more about just basic enterprise interaction. We wanted to make a platform on which companies could find their partners, could just interact,
could actually do this simple smart contracts, adaptable and useful, and as simple as, I don't know, clicking the link when you're on a website. I don't know. Am I right? Because the main idea of Jincor, one of the main ideas, is that to do simple smart contracts on blockchain in order for business, of course, in order that any user, without any special education, any special background, could use the platform as simple as just clicking the link. I don't know.
Yes, it's about bringing the simplicity. It's about bridging the gap between the amazing technology and the mass implementation of it by enterprise clients. Because you see, as many of you, of course, see blockchain technology and, of course, smart contracts, cryptocurrency transactions. They're still being used mostly by large banks, government organizations, and for the rest, it's just some rocket science or voodoo magic, I might say. So our mission is to tell everyone that it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be so complicated. You can use blockchain technology, well, any day. Any company can use it. Any company can join this revolution, I would say.
Yeah, why not? Really, a revolution when blockchain technology really allows us to do such projects and to speed up the business procedures and do this in a very decent and yeah, in a good way.
Well, each one of us sees on a daily basis all those news that blockchain is disrupting this industry, or blockchain is disrupting, transforming this industry, but we can't see it. Not much companies are using it because they don't know what this means, and that is not how things should go, I think.
Oh, by the way, while we were talking, we have a very nice question here. Will you use Ethereum blockchain, or in the near future you will develop your own blockchain? Very good question, by the way. Shall I answer, or you will take?
Well, you can start.
Yeah, you'll join. Then right now, as you can see, our pre-ICO was done on Ethereum. Our ICO will be done on Ethereum platform as well, because it's the most trusted platform, the most used platform,
Popular,
and the most popular. Exactly. Yeah, you know Vitalik Buterin, who is right now in Kazan, in Russia. Tomorrow he will be at least for 2 days in Moscow. And by the way, we're planning a little inside from us. We're planning also to meet him in 2 days. Hopefully, we will acknowledge this this fact, and yeah, we will reach this goal. But nevertheless, what would you also say about the question here?
As for the blockchain solution, I would like to say that we're not gonna not gonna become. We're not gonna use just Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum blockchain is mostly used by us now for conducting an ICO and for making basic functionality. And in the meantime, we're gonna develop our own blockchain solution, enterprise grade blockchain solution. Using Hyperledger frameworks. That is the understanding of the process.
Let me also.
That's one second, and that's going to be a permissioned blockchain solution, so that our clients, our corporate clients, won't compromise on security or their data security. They won't compromise on transaction speed. They won't compromise on anything.
Exactly. I just wanted to add that when people are doing business, especially the corporate, they are doing business in an open space, if I say it correctly, if you understand me. But all their business connections, I mean, all their business transactions between each other, they are not public. At least not all the details are public. So Ethereum blockchain platform doesn't allow you to hide this transaction. I mean, for business, it's not so useful. It's not. They don't need to be so open to to the public.
Yes, and this is, as you may know, the fundamental principle of open blockchains, as we can see it, and you just can't change those fundamentals by releasing some updates. You got to make your own solution, enterprise-grade solution, so that it won't have those inherent limitations.
Also, we have a lot of questions. I'm just reading it from my telephone. Such as, can I use cryptocurrency payments if my country didn't legalize cryptocurrency? This is a very interesting question, because this depends from which country you are asking it. Because every country has its own legislation, its own legal basis. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. And it depends on the country you're in. Yeah, our CTO is just making some comment on the question before.
Thank you, Andrei.
Yeah, thank you, Andrei, by the way. Well, what I was saying is that it depends on the country. Yeah, just to sum up.
Depends on the legal status of cryptocurrencies.
So if we're talking about the Jincor platform, also one of the most popular questions is that, especially asked by business owners, um, uh, which cryptocurrencies can be used on our platform in Jincor?
Well, it's going to be answering this question. All the major cryptocurrencies are going to be available for making transactions on Jincor.
Such as Bitcoin,
Sure.
Ethereum,
Bitcoin, Ethereum, sure.
So then,
Certainly.
yeah, major highly liquid cryptocurrencies and others which will be required by Jincor customers. Am I right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So we always listen to the feedback and yeah, do the job and upgrade our product as we want to deliver a very good service, decent platform, a working product, and yeah, continue developing our continue our job because this is what we do. So also there are some questions. If there is a yeah, very interesting question comes here from the West. Why should my company use smart contracts? This is a very frequent asked questions, not only in Europe or other parts of the world, but especially in Russia, by the way. So I think it would be very interesting for our listeners. Why should my company use smart contracts?
Well, smart contracts provide you with a fundamentally new way of basically doing your business, a new way of interacting with your partners, because you place all your contractual relationships into a trustless, disintermediated environment in which you don't compromise on, like I was saying, speed of transactions. You don't compromise on, let's say, what was that? You just don't compromise on. Well, I would like to say you don't place sensitive information in hands of people you don't want. And first of all, smart contracts are self-executing, and well, our mission is just tell people what they are and what they do to deliver the benefits.
Yeah, and give simple instructions how to use them. That's it.
Yes.
And many people also are asking not only about our pre-ICO and how the fund will be. I mean, how the Ethereum will be distributed. We already have answered this question in the beginning. By the way, the video will be available after after the end of the webinar. And I think we might say a few words about how the tokens, why do we need an ICO, and how will the tokens be distributed. Let me answer these questions because people keep asking it. We need an ICO in order to raise funding for the further development, because especially if you have this IT background, you understand that all products need to be developed, this progress needs to be going on and on. And we're on ICO in order to do this thing, to promote the blockchain technologies in the corporate environment, if we're talking about Jincor. And about the distribution of the tokens after the ICO, all this information, of course, you can get from our, by the way, almost all the information that we give you today is provided on our website. You just click downloads, you see our white paper, you see our business summary, you can see our Medium account. By the way, in Medium you can see all the articles. A lot of articles that we have already published, and we keep publishing them.
Did a great job.
This is just another thing that we also do articles. We do the research. We have to be very thankful to our content managers, to our PR department, and to especially to Vagan. To our COO, because he does very big work not only doing, managing, but also doing these investigations, doing this research in this field. That's why we are posted on very on many Russian and international media resources, by the way.
Just some useful information. People always want to read some useful information, and we are happy to provide it.
Yeah, and also we also cover two things. We provide useful information for people, and the other thing is that we also do some research, which is still useful to be in the trend, if you allow me such thing, to be in the to know to be in the matter, to be in this main thing. So returning to our question about the distribution of tokens after the ICO. Let me maybe once again repeat that only 35 million tokens will be supplied, a total supply.
That's a limited emission.
A limited emission, yes, exactly. And that is one of the reasons, by the way, why the GCR token will skyrocket, will be the price of a GCR token will be high on the market, on the cryptocurrency exchange market. And you want to continue?
No, I just wanted to say a few words about the economy of our token. Well, as you see, as you could read in our white paper, the economy of JCR token is based on a few things. Well, on those things that will support its long-term dynamic, positive dynamic. So, plainly speaking, the token will get more expensive, I might say. Well, first of all, the limited supply, as you said. Then it's high demand from our companies, our corporate users. As I said before, our native currency, Jincor, will be used for companies to pay for Jincor services. Not all services, but all the services that are related to blockchain functionality, blockchain-related services. So you have high demand for tokens, you have a limited supply, and the basic laws of economics says that it's gonna have a positive price dynamics.
Yeah. By the way, we have another question from Sam. Another question: are you focused only for Russian partners?
No.
Very nice question, because we emphasize the fact that Russia isn't our primary goal, by the way, because of
not at all.
Yeah, because of because there's no legal basis yet here. Cryptocurrencies here are not permitted, but also not prohibited. So no legal basis. And of course, we have affiliated Russian companies who are already doing this private beta testing.
Mm-hmm.
But I might also say that there are some international companies. I can at least name 2 or 3 companies from the other countries. For instance, from Georgia, the country which was the first to use the blockchain technology in the world on the governmental basis, by the way, and still is using it. And one of the businesses is even doing the business with Japan, by the way, importing some medical high-tech stuff.
So all about Japan is high tech.
Yeah, of course. These guys are doing their best, not only in technology but also in
Japan,
the cryptocurrency stuff.
Well, you can say it about all the Asian region. Japan, Japan, South Korea. I almost said North.
North Korea is developing
not for them,
in other way. Yeah, let's don't do the politics, Vlad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they say in Kremlin. Don't do the politics, Vlad.
Don't talk about politics. Don't think about politics.
Yeah. So basically, if answering your question, Sam, we're focusing our efforts on the Western market. We mean for Western market for us is Europe, is South Korea, it's Japan, of course, where cryptocurrency is legalized, and
that's a major market for Jincor, I might say.
Exactly. Yeah. And for other countries which have already adopted at least some legal basis and which are in process. Like Australia also has adopted, some legal basis things.
Well, I would like to say that
Yeah.
I think that it's gonna take at most 5 years before all this blockchain and cryptocurrency transactions will be legal worldwide. Well, with a few exceptions like North Korea. Well, so we are basically developing the product that is going to be used not only now, but in a perspective of 2 or 3 or 5 years, and that is implemented in our strategy.
Exactly. You can read it in our roadmap and in our white paper. Once again, we do the thing for firstly for the markets that already have, for the countries that already have this legal basis, and then the days will go by and we will reach more and more countries. This means more and more markets.
Yes, that's for sure.
For us, where businesses could implement our technology, use our platform, and we will have more and more work to do.
Yes, that's right. Because after after open release of our project, it's going to be all about reaching the necessary network effect of participating companies, or about making valuable relationships with partners across the globe, and that is what we are looking for.
Exactly. When we are talking about the partners across the globe, we are also talking about the escrow agents.
Yes.
Because this is step 2 for us, which will be implemented shortly, is the digital verification. And if you could say also some words about it, because we plan to do it with our existing partners in the real world. This could be banks. This could be some maybe some corporate companies that could actually you could have access, a very simple access.
That is
and do the verification there.
Sorry for interruption.
Yeah, of course.
That our partner, Jincor's partner, verification partner, if you may call it, very well may be any company that has a wide distributed network of clients, of partners. So that is just how it's going to work. You find a company that has, let's say, some bank, and the bank has 10,000 clients, and that is the right one, the right client.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just one example, one simple example. That's
Yes.
what I say, because there are a lot of options.
Banks, auditing companies, consulting companies. There's a lot of options, really.
Yeah, that already are represented all over the world.
Yes.
We are just not naming them as not to do this ads for them, not to commercialize them more.
Yes.
Because they're not paying.
Well, judging on such high interest towards our project, towards Jincor, I can say that almost every company is just looking for a chance to step aboard and join this blockchain
revolution.
Yes, join the technology and use its benefits. And we're just trying to helping them developing the product that actually any company can use. Even some 5-year-old boy can register his company. Funny speaking.
No, I think that Vlad is saying that the interface of our platform
user-friendly
will
interface.
be so user-friendly, and already is, by the way. Just so easy to do it as, I don't know, to register an email account on Google, on Gmail.
Yes, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, I hope we answered most of the questions that we already had from our email account, received on our email account, from our Telegram chat, in our private section, and also some questions here on YouTube as we were reading it out loud here. So let us maybe finalize our webinar. Thank you very much for watching us. I hope you at least got your answers. And if you still have some questions to ask, feel free to do it in our Telegram chat, on Twitter, Facebook, mail us. You can do it wherever you like, however you like, whenever you like.
Certainly. Don't hesitate, don't be shy.
Yes. So thank you very much. God bless our investors once again.
Yes, thank you very much.
This is our big success right now. And we're aiming at doing this ICO in 2 months and
finalizing the product.
Finalizing the product and giving it to you. Thank you once again for your attention. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Have a nice night.
Morning, whatever.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.